toxic masculinity.
There is declining support. This is another illegal immigration story. There is declining support for amnesty. Now, this is actually good news. This is the first good news I think that I've read today, right? Let's see here. Politico poll. So this is Politico. It's a left-wing publication, as you guys know. Declining support for giving illegals citizenship. Support amongst Americans is declining for providing a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants. Whoa, hello. No. Let's see here. Pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants, even among Democrats, according to a new poll. Isn't that crazy? I love that. The Politico Morning Consult poll. Because, okay, what this means to me is that Democrats are starting to wake up. They're starting to see the truth a little tiny bit, but that's all we need. We just need a little bit to hook them, and then we got them into the world of reality. Come join us into the world of reality. It's not that bad, guys. It's actually amazingly liberating to live in the world of reality. All right. Because you know what happens when you live in the world of reality? You look around and things make sense. You can actually make sense of things. If you live in your fantasy world, you look around and you don't understand everything because nothing makes sense because you live in a world of fiction, a fantasy, a delusion. But once you wake up and you live in the world of reality, everything makes sense. It's like Tetris. It's like brrr, all the bricks start falling into place. It's amazing. Try it. Fantastic. Although, yeah, I don't know if any leftists will ever see this, but yeah. It shows that 43% of voters overall think illegal immigrants now in the United States should be able to become legal citizens. That's still too many people. That's a 14% point decline since January, with Democrat support plunged from 72% to 57% during that time because they're seeing just how many illegal immigrants are trying to get into the country. Meanwhile, only 1 in 4 Republicans back the idea, a number that dropped by 10% percentage points. Of those polled, another 19%. Why do 25% of Republicans think that illegal immigrants deserve amnesty? I'd like to see how this report was worded, actually, this poll, because I don't think 25% of Republicans think that illegal immigrants deserve amnesty. That's insane. I don't know any Republicans that think that. All right, I don't know. Maybe the Republicans in Maine or something. I don't know. Oh, shoot, what did I do? That's not good. All right. Of those polled, another 19% that illegal immigrants should be allowed to stay and become legal residents but not citizens, and 27% said they should be removed or deported. I'm with them. I'm with the 27% that say they should be removed or deported. There's all of this concern that if we start deporting immigrants, there will be this news footage of men with guns raiding houses, rounding up illegal immigrants, and putting them in these, prison vans and then, shipping them out. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with it. If you're in the country illegally and you've been ordered to leave, you should be rounded up and sent away. I don't think the media should be reporting on that, because it's an ugly thing to have happen. But here's the thing about that. If you do this ugly thing, if you round up illegal immigrants and ship them back to their home countries, once you start doing that, you're not going to have to keep doing it for very long because almost all of the illegal immigrants that are here will leave of their own volition. They will just leave, right? And for those who say, well, there's a lot of kids what they used to call anchor babies, right? There's a lot of kids that were born here in America and their families live here. And what you'll be doing is you'll be tearing these families apart. You'll be tearing away, the illegal immigrants from the kids who were born here. But here's the thing. The kids who are born here, they don't have to stay here. They can go back to the other country with their parents. There's no reason that they have to stay here. They can come back here. Obviously, they're American citizens, so they can come back here if they want to come to college or they want to live here as an adult. But they don't have to stay here. They can go back with their parents to their home country. That's totally reasonable. I don't see what the problem is with that. I mean, look, this is not the most kind-hearted way to deal with the problem. This is actually a very brutal way to deal with the problem, and I recognize that. But you need that in order to deter other immigrants from coming into the country. We need to have a secure border where we can tell who's coming in and who's coming in. We don't care who's leaving. But we need to know who's coming into the country. We need to. That's critical. When you're the number one country in the world There's a lot of people who want to abuse your country. Either they want to bring drugs in, to make some money. They want to scam people here. They want to, or terrorists want to come in and knock you off the hill, right? Because you're the king of the hill. You know the game, the king of the hill. That's the way the world thinks. People think that the whole world just thinks like us. We're all just, everybody loves, nobody's racist. Everybody loves minorities. Nobody hates gays. Everybody just loves gay people and trans and all this. No, most of the world doesn't think like that, guys. Most of the world is brutal people. And they want to come into the country and they want to mess it up here, right? A lot of people do, because we're the king of the hill. We're the best country. So everybody thinks, they look at us and they go, they're the best country. Let's knock them off their perch. And it's starting to work because leftists are letting it happen. It's terrible because they don't recognize the threat. They don't realize people hate us. Or they want to just exploit us because we have a lot of money. So let's see here. Okay, people who polled were tied on whether they believed the immigration system was better when former President Donald Trump was in charge, or if it was better under President Joe Biden. I hate it when they say President Joe Biden. Better under Joe Biden. See, to me, this is ridiculous. Okay, this is just pure delusion. This shows, but also it's Politico, so I think these numbers are a little bit wrong. I think it's probably far better than this even says. It says, under Trump, the question is, did it get worse? 40% say it got worse. 12% say it stayed the same, and 40% say it got better. No, it didn't. It got better, period. With Joe Biden, got worse 40%, stayed the same 24%, got better 23%. Okay, so this kind of indicates that people are a little bit sensible, right? They're realizing it definitely didn't get better under Biden, to only 23% compared to the 40% under Trump. But 24% said it stayed the same, and 40% said it, 40% said it got worse. That makes total sense. But 24% said it stayed the same. No, it didn't. It definitely got worse under Biden. The people who say it got better under Biden, they're like watching Rachel Maddow. They must be. Right? And the people that say it stayed the same, they're just probably people who have no idea anything about politics at all. I mean, they're polling morons, clearly. 40% say it got worse. I mean, that should be something like 90% at least. I mean, God, that just indicates to me that there's just a lot of people that are really stupid in this country, or just really do not care, or not paying attention at all. But I think this survey is a little bit off. I think the numbers are better than this even. Because it's Politico, who are they surveying? Probably Politico readers or something like that. Most people surveyed also said that they think the United States is facing an illegal immigration crisis. 50% say there's a crisis. 34% say they're facing a problem, but let's not call it a crisis. Those are Democrats. And not facing a problem or a crisis, 9%. Those are people that literally have their heads buried in the sand. They've gone to the beach, they dug a hole, they put their heads in, and then they've put sand in over it so they can't see, hear, or speak, or smell, or taste anything other than the salty seawater. No, these people are completely just not facing up to reality here. Most people, however, said that they believe dreamers or young people who were brought to the United States as children should be able to stay and become citizens. Yeah, it may seem cruel, but I don't think dreamers should be given citizenship or anything, any kind of benefit at all. I don't think they should be given a pathway. I am very much, I'm really brutal about this because I do think we need to make a deterrent against new people coming in. Is it really super fair to the people that got here? No. Lots of people have problems with their lives. Lots of people have tough lives. All of us have tragedy. All of us have trauma. We've all got to deal with some bad stuff. I would love to just be super nice to everybody all over the world, let them all into the United States, give them great lives, give them millions of dollars. But you have to look at things in a practical way. And from a political perspective, a lot of times you're stuck in what we call an ethical dilemma. And this ethical dilemma is between being nice to people and setting up incentives properly. And we have to set up the incentives properly. That's the number one thing we have to do as a country to protect the people who are born here, that live here. And so, yeah, I say just take them all out. Just take every illegal immigrant out of the country. That's my policy. All right. I'm a bit brutal, though. You may disagree with me. All right, let us move on to the next story. All right, so Oh, guys, I love this news story. I love this. I love this story. Okay. So, okay. So this story is, even Bernie Sanders is not comfortable with Twitter banning Donald Trump. This is crazy. I can't believe Bernie Sanders has come out in support of Donald Trump. What world is this? Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.